Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday evening. Happy Good Friday, actually. It's Easter weekend. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. If you're wondering where I am, well, in the background there, those of you who love comedy, Stan Laurel, his statues here in the park that's named after him, Laurel Park. If you're wondering where this is, well, just over there in the background, if you can notice it, that's the River Tyne. Yes, I'm just on the upper echelons from the Fish Quay. Laurel Park is here. It's just well, Dockery Square surrounds it, so if you want to get here, just come up from the Fish Quay and then come along Tyne Street, Dockery Square, and you can either enter in from Tyne Street there or Dockery Square over that side. But it's a great park. And the little message from the florists here left with it: 16th of June 1890 to the 23rd of February 1965. His genius in the art of humour brought gladness to the world he loved. And yes, another thing that brings gladness to the world we love is Newcastle United. Yeah, right now, that's 6 consecutive games we've won in a row, 5 in the Premier League. But that's 6 games consecutively that were unchanged as well. And it just shows what confidence, belief, having a settled team and just the trust in each other brings. It just breeds confidence, as I said, a winning team, and we just look unstoppable at the moment. I mean, everyone the other night was worried about playing Crystal Palace, weren't we? I mean, I was saying I'd take a scrappy 1-goal win. I think my prediction in the end was it 2-1 or 3-1? Honestly, I do forget sometimes, but yeah, 2-1 or 3-1. But I just thought it'd be a close run affair because Crystal Palace had been in very good form of late. They were in an FA Cup semi-final. There were only 5 points. I think they still are, but the 5 points off the European places going for Europa Conference League. So yeah, they were a very good team. But Wednesday night they were anything but. I mean, I just couldn't believe what unfolded before my eyes. Not that we're not a good team, but it's the fact that we just swept them aside so easily and they just didn't turn up. They were awful. I mean, even after they went 1 goal down, it's just stuff you don't expect from them. But like 1-0 up, then they had Ezra's pen. He just nonchalantly just tries to sweep it past Pope. Pope actually won the mind games. It looked like he put some of his weight on his right, but not fully, and he made as I think he was going to the right, and then when he tried to put it down to his left, Pope easily still had enough time to shift his weight back to his left and stop it going in. But yeah, they're penning from that first goal. I said my post-match review, they're just wasting time. I don't get it for a team who had so much ability and goals in them. In Ezra, Saw and Mateta, you're just thinking they would have done better, but I'm not complaining, mind. I mean, 5-0. I can't remember the last game that we won 5-0. I've just got to say, it was just absolutely unbelievable, and everyone stepped up. And yeah, at the moment, and this is not me getting over the top here, but I'm just thinking, what team can actually beat us? Honestly, at the moment, yeah, like I say, no team in this league gives us any fear. But I mean that for absolute certainty at the moment. Who wants to come up against us? No, I know we're going to Aston Villa tomorrow night. It's a game I won't be there at. It didn't come to me points. I have been there for the last 2 though. And that one, that's what we've got to take confidence from. If you want a blueprint, sorry, my hair looks like it's had one of them things put in it, the static things that bring your hair up. Yeah, sorry if I look a bit like Cousin It, but yes, ignoring the quiff. We went there in January of last year, and Villa hadn't lost at home in 11 months, and we won there 3-1. JacobMurphy, a man of the moment at the moment, in the form of his life. Fabian Schär got a brace to put 2-0 up. We couldn't believe it. Then obviously JacobMurphy got the third 3-0 up. They pulled one back when Leon Bailey came on and he transformed the game. But yeah, that was just a win for the ages in the middle of an awful injury crisis. So that just gives me the confidence that we can go to Aston Villa and do well tomorrow. But before I even come to my predictions, which I'll probably say it would be a draw. I'd take a point, especially after the win on Wednesday. It gives us that 6-point buffer, because it is 5 points, but with the goal difference being better than others, I'd say it's 6 points. So you could afford a defeat in a way, but if we do avoid defeat, we do stay third, because Nottingham Forest would only go level on points with, but we've got a superior goal difference. That's why it's key in the last few games, been racking up the goals, because in these last 6 games, if you include the cup final, it's 17 goals and only 3 conceded. And with goal difference, I think it's been plus 10 before we went to Leicester, but now it's plus 21. So that counts massively. You can just see the time down there. It's a little chilly, but it's a nice night down here. Oh, that's the highlight, by the way. And there's the low light, if you're wondering where they get the names from. It's for the ships coming in. That, even though they're out of service now, they still act as a beacon for ships coming in when it's a bit foggy, so they know where they are, so they don't hit the black middens, the rocks down there. But yes, going to Aston Villa. Again, they're in superior home form. They beat PSG, obviously. I'm sure most of you watched that on Tuesday night. They won the game on the night, but they lost on aggregate. But what was a killer is Villa tried to come out the traps early and hit PSG. But PSG, since we played them, have been an absolutely fantastic team. Again, I just think, well, with Real Madrid going out, I think it's to do with Mbappe. You know, everything at the moment, where he goes, it's just about him. It feels like it has to be the Mbappe show. You have to accommodate them. And when we played them, we battered them. We should have won in Paris. That still pisses me off to this day. It does, because we should have won in Paris that night. And I know the stricter in Europe when it comes to handballs, but Tino went like that. It wasn't a handball. And they got that pen, and I'm still hacked. Oh, yeah, all right. Aye, good. It's another one. I do like when people interact, albeit from car windows. But yes, that penalty decision that night, I need to put on an angry face now. No, it's out my system. But I am rooting for them at the moment, because you know what, like I said this with Man United. I was being talking with Man United fans after the won last night. Don't get us wrong, brilliant game. And yes, they got through to the semi-finals, they'll be happy. But in all honesty, if you're a Newcastle fan, do you want Man U to do well? No. Do I want Arsenal to win the Champions League? No. Do I want Man U to win the Europa League and give them the extra financial boost, which the new format does? No. I'm sorry, this whole rooting for the English teams, I'm sorry. Like, I know we've had a lot of good love lately, but sorry, it's competitive. I'm sorry, I just can't support them. Like, yeah, they got through, it was a great game, but let's be honest, they were 2-0 up, blew it, 10 men, and then they scraped through in injury time, and the whole bias, boring commentary I posted before on X, if you've seen me posts, Rio Ferdinand and Robbie Savage on commentary, they're an absolute embarrassment. So yeah, it's just like that, isn't it? It's like, I don't want Arsenal to win the Champions League, and what my point is the fact that we've seen we've come full circle here, and that Manchester United and Arsenal doing so well in Europe has brought me to the fact that I'm rooting for PSG now, despite what happened to us in the Parc des Princes in the handball against Tino. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's up to Bilbao, where the Europa League finals are, and PSG, where that one in Munich, to save football. But Arsenal fans, they've just got their fan base. It's not just the ones online. It's a strange delusion with them, I feel, at the moment. They're just the most annoying, even more than Man U. So this is why I don't want either of them winning the respective competitions. I mean, if they do, then you can't say they don't deserve it, because you don't fluke a European trophy. But I don't want either of them winning. I don't like either of those clubs. But yeah, rooting for PSG. But Villa, yeah, they got through, they went out. So it's which Villa will turn up, because they've only lost 2 games this season. One was in the League Cup. I can't remember which round it was, but it was to Palace, who we've just smashed the other night. And then they lost the other one. It was all the way back in August to Arsenal. Arsenal went there. I think it was a 1-0 win. So yeah, it's again, but Arsenal, despite us not liking them, I acknowledge they are a very good team that deserve to beat Real Madrid. But yeah, it's that's Villa's only home defeat. But again, we were the last team to end the last like kind of lengthy unbeaten home run. So can we do it? You hope so. Just got to say mine while I'm here. I know it's a bit chilly tonight, but we're in town today. We're at the Baltic. And despite it being Good Friday, it is a little quiet. I don't know if everyone's out tomorrow or Easter Sunday, but there we are. Anyway, I'm going to head back down into the Fish Quay now. So moving on to it, yeah, that's Villa. They've got a good unbeaten home run, but their fans have acknowledged. I acknowledge they're a good team, but I still feel we've got the best midfield in the league. Again, SandroTonali, what can you say that you haven't already, that I've already said or anyone else? I think he's the best midfielder in the league at the moment, and he's not just a 6, you know. He's because Rodri is a fantastic 6, and we all acknowledge he's been the best. He's won the Ballon d'Or, but you know, SandroTonali's got more than that to his game. Like, he breaks play up, his passing range, like for the assist for Barnes' goal on Wednesday night. But then he's at one end of the box, and then suddenly he's attacking at the other. You're forgetting at times he's a 6, but JasonTindall said the day, like, they've had to like change his game from the way AC Milan played to suit ours. So it's took a while, and early in the season he was coming off, but again, that's because he'd come back from his 10-month ban. But it was well acknowledged that he's been working on his game to improve his pace, his passing, and again, the fact that he doesn't come off. Like, despite how much he runs around every game, he's a player who just doesn't come off, and it's absolutely ridiculous. The fact that £55 million in a player like SandroTonali, that he is ours. But this is why I feel like, again, it comes down to this, but it's the midfield battle the other night. Hang on, I'm just getting through these flying rats. But yes, the midfield battle, you know what, the thing with Aston Villa I found is, Aston Villa, they do play a very high line, and that's where we can get more success in behind. They have good players. Proved the other night with the goals they scored from who was it again? Oh yeah, John McGinn. John McGinn got the one that he put in the top bins, and then Tielemans, and then Ezri Konsa. And it was a brilliant game as a neutral to watch. And again, yes, if you're being biased towards ourselves, I did want it to go to extra time. I did want Villa to win it by like 2-goal margin and run them into the ground like it did with Liverpool before we played them in the cup final. Again, there's more factors to it, but anything, you want your team to get any advantage they can. But yeah, it's going to be a tricky game, but I've seen some amazing stats today. As well as Villa's long unbeaten home run, we've won the last 3 against them. Obviously that's been 5-1, 3-1 in that January, and then 3-0 back on Boxing Day. So that's a scoreline of 11-2, isn't it? Yeah, 11-2. And we've won 5 or last 6 against them. I think that one reverse was March 2023. I think it was in the March or the April. We lost 3-0 down there. So it's amazing. I say this, like all the teams around at the moment, obviously bar Liverpool, we beat them in the final, but again, we still need to do it in the league because the 16th the other day was the 31-year anniversary of last winning at Anfield. But Villa Park, I've looked it up, we've won there 10 times in the Premier League era, so it can be a happy hunting ground at times. It's fairly balanced, but they're a good team. I acknowledge, I think we're on the same level as them at the moment. Both big clubs, I'll say that. I know there's the argument who's bigger, us or Villa, but I think Villa are a big club. Obviously, I'd say we're better. Whether that's biased, but I think Newcastle are bigger in terms of the players we've had as well, and how many more times they've played in Europe. And we've got the most recent trophy, but again, still, Villa are a big club. It'll be a tough game. I think it'll be 1-1. I'd take a point. It maintains that buffer over them, because if they had won the other night and we'd lost, they would have went ahead of us. So that was key. That would be Crystal Palace. And some other stats, we've got 27 away points this season, and that's only bettered away from home that by Liverpool and Arsenal, who are the current top 2. So that shows, in terms of away form, we are the 3rd best team in the league, where we're currently on league position. It doesn't lie. We've got 8 away wins so far. We can go for a 9th. The only time that's been matched was 2001-2 under Sir Bobby when we finished 4th. So we're doing brilliant away from home. By the way, can we just get on to JacobMurphy? Honestly, I've got to acknowledge HarveyBarnes for the season. He's on 9 goals and 3 assists. I think in these last 12 games, HarveyBarnes has got 8 goals and 2 assists. So that's 10 and 12 for HarveyBarnes. But JacobMurphy, yes, just to say that JacobMurphy, this season. So Mohamed Salah's in first place on 18 assists. JacobMurphy is second on 11. Like I said there, away from home, he has 4 goals and 9 assists. So that's 13 goal and assist contributions, which is absolutely incredible. Overall for this season, he's on 22 goal and assist contributions. So for that, he has 9 goals and 13 assists. And in the Premier League, it's 8 goals and 11 assists. So that's 19. Honestly, man, his stats are absolutely phenomenal. And I just, honestly, I love the guy. He's hard working. He takes in information tactically. He always gives 100%. He's crossing ability. Can I just say, like Wednesday night, that move, I've not seen us play football like this in years. I mean, maybe not even ever under Sir Bobby. But we said this around Wednesday night. That move, it didn't result in a goal. It was Isaac's header over the bar. But it was the fact that the ball was switched to the right to Trippier. He just done a little first time touch back to Murphy. Murphy whipped it in and Isaac headed it over the bar. That move was absolutely sensational. It was basically all one touch football. And just for the goal, so like I said, Tonali's like the reverse pass, he was facing that way and then hit it that way through to Barnes. Barnes' clinical finish, again, another player who's got the confidence soaring, the team just feel unbeatable. Honestly, I just can't speak highly enough. There's just so many superlatives you could lavish over this team, over these players, and it's just fantastic. And this is all, well, EddieHowe has got pneumonia now. Tindall said the day that there's no update on EddieHowe, and that's fair enough. It's been already, there shouldn't be, because it's been confirmed that he would miss Crystal Palace and Villa. So we'll wait and see. Got to respect that, and we'll hear more on EddieHowe when we do. Other news that's been mentioned today in the press conference, it was mentioned, it's tantalisingly close possibly for Sven Botman. I said in my last video, I believe it was, well, my last preview, that it's touch and go with Botman. You don't want to rush him back because, again, he injured one knee and then this time he's injured another, so we don't want to rush Sven Botman back. Again, it is a worry. Jamal Lascelles is still not back, so you worry that if we are going to lose Dan Burn or Fabian Schär. Yes, magnificent bags. Hello, of course you can. Just record me pre-match preview for tomorrow. Yeah, of course. Do you want it on the video? Go on. Go on. Get in. Go on, lads. Magnificent Mags, give it a follow.
What do you issue?
Magnificent Mags. Cheers. Yes. Maybe do follow us there. Good scooter moves. I'm useless on a scooter. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes, injury news. So Sven Botman. We'll see if he's back next Saturday for Ipswich. You're just hoping the players can cope for now. You don't want to lose Dan Burn or Fabian Schär, obviously. They've been a colossus again, Dan Burn. Dan Burn, he made his debut against Aston Villa when he first came here. So yeah, it's kind of a full circle moment for Dan Burn. Nick Pope will make his 75th appearance tomorrow. He should stay in goal. I reckon it's an unchanged team for the 7th consecutive game. Why not? We don't need to change it. The quiff's getting worse now. And yes, we don't want to lose them. But again, we know we've got Emil Kraft if need be. He's dependable, but I think he's better at right back or in a back three. So yeah, that's the injury news. So what am I predicting? Well, I'm going to go 1-1. I think I went over it before, but I just feel 1-1. I'd take a 1-1. Look, if we win, brilliant. If we lose, it's not the end of the world, as I said with the result the other night. Oh God, look like I've got a Mohican now. Yeah, I'll take a 1-1. I think that'll be a fantastic result against a good team who are fighting directly for Champions League. And after they went out anyway to PSG in the week, they'll want to get back into the Champions League too. And yeah, it's still all open, but the one advantage I would say is the teams around where, other than Liverpool, are gone. Arsenal still in the Champions League, we can't catch them. And then you've got Manchester City, Nottingham Forest, and Aston Villa all in the FA Cup semi-finals next weekend. And Villa play City in the week. So it could be one of those games where Villa have to think ahead. We're able to take players off. We don't play again until we face Ipswich. So we'll see how it works. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I would take a 1-1. Anything better than that, brilliant. Like I said though, if we lose, not the end of the world. I just hope obviously we do turn up and it's not a hammering. But the confidence we have at the moment, if we did win, I wouldn't be surprised. But I will err on the side of caution. It's not being negative. I'm respecting an equally good team. And I think it will be 1-1. So we'll see how that goes, as I usually do. Just, here's the time. Beautiful night. It is cold. But DFDS has already gone to the dam. But yes, it's a really nice night tonight. Lots of flying rats about though. You can see them there. Luckily, despite it being a fish and chip day, I've got no food for them to nick. Because that has happened before. And I've got to say, it's very unpleasant. So from me, the Tide, Fish Quay, Knox Flats. I hope you have a fantastic bank holiday weekend. I hope we'll win tomorrow. Like I said, I'll take a point. But I will be back with my post-match reaction on Sunday after tomorrow night's game. Because I have got other plans despite us not drinking. So my reaction will be on Sunday. But anyway, thank you. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.